Ooh, another skill upgrade here. So we have level 2 Spider Bola. Okay, so I need to add on the Spider Bola onto my list of fighting attacks. Headquarters. Okay.
Coming through. Spectacular.
So if you want
I
to
guess we're doing this.
change your skills, gonna have to come into heroes, skills, and in order to
Coming through.
kind of get it going.
I guess we're doing this.
All right, so me personally, the Spider Sense combat's great. I'll take, it's a good one. The Web Shoot Mastery is also a good one because that kind of like, it's like a group
Sensational.
attack. And,
I guess we're doing this.
obviously most of the time you're probably going to be attacking in groups here anyway, and Spider-Man's probably going to be, he's a good melee and range character. It is a guard break low for the Spider Sense combat, but at the same time, you kind of want to have a little bit, and this is you want to have something going on here that's low cooldown, low stamina, so that you can have something going, and this still hits a group here. Now, when you look at the Web Shooter Mastery, it's good because it still groups up people, but it does have the lowest guard, so you probably can take that one off, because once you get higher, you're going to want to get your attacks a little stronger. You want to take that guard down, especially on bosses and mini bosses. So this cooldown is actually 10.7 and requires 20. So probably want to switch up this and the Bola. The Bola is really great, by the way. Now the Spider Swing is really good. 10.5 requires 20. You don't want to have too many of those that are both the exact same on that cooldown and stamina, right? Now this does deal 320% damage, while the other one is 197 damage, and it interferes with attacked enemies' movements, and attacks up to 9 enemies and deals greater damage with stacked webs on a target. So this can be great. I kind of feel like this one might not be the immediate right now. It also decreases movement by 30% and accuracy rate by 50% for 7 seconds upon reaching max stat. So the let me say Spider Swing. Okay, so then we have the Webcraft, which I think is great. It's a good combo punch. 12.9, 17 stamina, so a little lower there, but the cooldown is a little higher. This one does actually hit all group at 247 damage. Knocks him down, a guard break low, decreases movement by 30% and accuracy rate by 50%. So this is almost like the Web Shooter Mastery, where it does deal damage in group. Not as much damage, but it's definitely, or actually a little more damage, but it's got a little more cooldown. I actually like this better in combat. I found this is much more fun. And this is pretty, I like this one. Spider Wrap actually is really great. Pulls them, kind of like breaks them down. 8-second cooldown. Requires stamina for 12. Guard break low. And that's been one of my moves that I always really like to use, especially against enemies that are, not like very low on the minion level, maybe like that next level up or two, and I kind of like this one a lot, actually. So I like the Spider Wrap and the Webcraft together. So you pull them all together and then you web fist them as like a combo. I actually really like this. The Spider Sense combat's great, so you can always use that in general. But the Web Shooter one that was like almost a full range, and it's kind of like out of there. You can't really combo. You can combo these, but remember, this has a long cooldown, so you kind of have to wait a little bit. So I don't really find this one the best to put together. Now, you do have the Spider Grenade. Spider Grenade's great. Guard break high, 9-second cooldown, stamina 11. This is really good. I have used this not so much because I actually like the Bola, and the Spider Bot is really helpful, especially in big groups as well. And the Spider Bot is a 26-second cooldown with the required stamina for 15. Spider Bot duration is 10 seconds, applies 20.34% of Spider-Man's attack. Stacking webs when skill lands decreases movement speed by 30 and accuracy rate by 50%. And cocoons for 4 seconds. So this is a really cool kind of like a stun mechanic in a way. Summons bots to aid in combat. The spider bots launch multiple web shots at enemies to deal damage and interrupt their movement. So this is something I really have been using when I can in combat, obviously because it has almost a 30-second cooldown. Now the Spider Bola, guard break high, big group, required stamina is 30, cooldown is high, but this is a high guard break. This is great for bosses, deals 430% damage, and this is a very big attack. So having this in your repertoire for weapons or for combat skills is great. So you could actually have the Bola, you could have this webcraft and the spider wrap all together, right? And the spider sense combat, and you can use it on pretty much on any combo. So you could, you could web pull or web wrap, right? Then you could wreck them with the Bola, or you could go into the grenade, or you can go into the webcraft. Or you take them and you do a spider sense combat, and then you can go down and you can use the Bola as well. Or you can, if you wanted to, you could use a web shooter mastery, web them all up, and use the Bola as well there too. So that's been good. Now also you can see at this level you have level 3 basics, and your special also is at that level too. So this is a lot of there's a lot of good stuff here finally at level 20s. And I think this is level 22 here, so this is good. So now, changing skill, you come in here, right? So we're gonna change the skill. So I still like this at my 1, 2. We're gonna change up the order here as well. So I kind of want to move the kick down. So I want to have the Spider Sense combat at 1 still. I want to have the web pull probably maybe at 3, right? And then have the web pull 4, and then have my big Bola attack at 5. So I could probably move this one here, change, and then I'll go. So you come down here, you click. So there you have the pieces down here, and that's how you can change your skills. So I like the no, don't want to do that. So I like my 1 here the same. My 2, we're going to change that up. We're going to bring that to 3. So we're going to move this one here. So we're going to change that skill there. And then we're going to move the webcraft into 3. And then we're going to move our wrap into there as well. Now, we can move the grenade in here, but I do like the Bola. The Bola has a lot more strength to it, especially when you get to these bosses. So this is my skill set on number 2 here. On my 1, I have my regular skill set where I do have the web shooter bag. This is the one that you kind of start with from the beginning of the game. So my skill set 2, where things really are starting to change and I have better combat skills, I started to change it all up, see which ones I have combos better with, and see which ones I like better to kind of like maneuver, especially with cooldowns and stamina. And I now have 2 of these that have high, or I have 2 actual main skills that have high guard break, but 1 actually active on here. So if I really want to get to a boss fight, I can always go into here and I can change the skill set 3, and I can change this and I can go from Spider Sense Combat to 3, or I could go web shooters at 1, change, right? And then I can go into 2. I can still have my web kick here. And then I can go into crafting there. And then I have 2. And I can move my, let's see, we can go web pull at 4. And then grenade coming here at 5, right? If I wanted to do that there. So that could be a lot of fun. Now, on a boss node, probably not going to... This one still is pretty good on a boss node for the spider swing. Having a low cooldown on here. So this is a low one as well. So you have a couple low ones and you have 2 high ones. Or I can move and I can put the... I really like the web pull here. So let's actually take out... Let's move 3 because the webcraft is great. Still hits hard. Let's move 4. Let's go web pull to 3, and then let's go to grenade here, and then I can put the actual bola on 5. So then I actually have 2 solid guard breaks high. I have a medium. I have the web pull, and I have a couple combos that I can do here, and 2 low ones. So I have 2 high cooldown attacks, 2 low cooldown attacks, and 1 medium here. I guess 2 and 3 are kind of medium in general. But this is really that combo because you're grouping them all together. All right. So let's move back to skill set 2 and go back, and you can change into the game. All right, let's check this out. Let's go.
Now that's some great power.
It is.